Hey, what's up guys, this is Sriraj Meleth back with another video, and this is the third video of our JavaScript for React Beginners series. So let's quickly get started with this video. In this video we will be covering about functions with arguments or parameters in JavaScript. So earlier in the second chapter we just discussed about basic functions, and in this video we are going little bit advanced. So that's about the functions with arguments or parameters in JavaScript. Let's quickly dive into this chapter. What are parameters and arguments? So here you can see a simple function. In the previous chapter we just discussed about a basic function. Function will have a function keyword, function name, and a block of code, and below we will be calling a function. So same thing here, but little bit something added. So here you can see our function greet is being called with some data passed. The data passed in a function is known as argument. So this data which we are passing while calling the function is being used in the output. So here you can see the greet function is taking an argument. The argument will be the name, and the name will be used in the block of code. So let's see how it's used. So firstly, the function will receive a parameter. This is a variable actually. This is a variable. In the previous chapter 1, we just discussed about variable. So here we are not giving any let or var. We are just giving a variable name. So this variable name will receive the value we are sending here. That is, while calling the function, we are sending a string that is wrapped in quotes. The string is the name of the person. So here the name is Sriraj. So the function is greet, and we are giving some input to that function. We are giving some argument or data to the function. So that data will be used inside this block of code. This is the function definition, and the function greet is receiving a variable that will receive this value. The value being sent while calling the function, the greet will receive this as a variable name, so that we can use this name anywhere inside this block of code. So the name will have a value that is being received, that is being sent from the function call, and we can do anything with that variable here. So here we are just printing using console. We are using a string hello. We are adding some variable. Variable is a variable we get here as an parameter of the function, and we are adding another string with this. So this is how it works. So we are getting hello comma Sriraj, the argument we passed here, and an exclamation symbol. So it gives hello Sriraj. Okay, that's how this works. So let's quickly try out this code. So we are writing a function keyword, and the function name is greet, and the function will receive a variable. We are using a variable as name, and here the block opens, and inside the block we can just console.log of, that is for printing. We can directly print the name. For now we are just directly printing the variable here. So we have written the function here. Now the function definition is complete, and we are just using the function by calling the function. I'm calling the function greet. Earlier we were calling just like this. So if I run like this, then what will happen? It is giving undefined, because we are not passing any data or argument to the function. Since we have a parameter here, that is a variable to receive a value to the function, so we need to pass some argument here. So I'm passing a string here. String is my name, Sriraj. So now let's run again. You can see the Sriraj is printed, because the function is receiving the parameter as name, and the name is used here. Now we can console again another by using some other strings like console.log of. I'm printing a string here hello and adding a comma. Now I can concatenate the string or the variable, like just adding up the variable. I need to put a space here, then only the space will come. I'm adding the variable here hello, then plus name. I'm running this. You can see hello Sriraj. Again I'm adding one more string. I can use a plus, and then add space and an exclamation mark. Then I am running again. You can see hello Sriraj, and you can see the exclamation mark here. This is how easily we can write a function with argument passed, and the function will receive as a parameter, and the parameter will act as a variable name. So we are using the variable name inside the block of code, and we can perform any kind of action. So similarly, you can just try out with your name, and you can print your name like this. So that's how easily we can write a simple function with arguments or parameters. Okay, now let's try another example. Here you can see a function with multiple parameters. So in the multiple parameters, you can see we are using two parameters here, a comma b. So these both will act as a variable. Here while calling the function, we are passing two arguments or two values we are passing to the function. So the function will receive these data. 5 will be received by a, since it's the first value. So first value will be correspondingly received by the first parameter, and second argument will be received by the second parameter, that's b. And we are doing console.log of a plus b. So it will give a sum, it will perform the addition operation. So that's why we are getting the output as 8. That's how simple it is. Let's try out that. I'm just commenting this for now. I'm just selecting and hitting control / or control, or if you are using Mac, it's command / okay. So now I am just trying out the addition, like function addition, and addition will have to receive two parameters, like two values. I'm using the a and b. I'm receiving as a and b. Then inside the block of function, I'm just console.log of, I'm printing a plus b. Okay, and here I have to call the function for performing the addition of, inside the function called parenthesis, I have to pass the values or pass the arguments. The argument is the first value, that is 10. I'm taking 10 as the first value and 50 as the second value. These are separated by comma, so it will be considered as first value, that is 10, second value, that is 50. So correspondingly, a will receive the first value, that is 10, and b will receive the second value, that's 50. So if I hit run, you can see 60, that's a sum. So our addition operation is successfully performed here. And if we want to make it a little more better, I can just add like a string like sum equal to, and adding a space, and I need to do a plus for concatenation. So it will return sum equal to a plus b. Let's see. Now it's concatenating as a string. You can see 10 plus 50. So it's considering as a string. So I can do one thing, like I can add a bracket here, another bracket here. You can see the sum equal to 60. So that's the magic of JavaScript. So you have to try out all these things, then you will understand how things work here. So since we are adding it as a string, that's why it's getting considered as a string initially. I will differentiate by copy pasting it. You can see firstly what we did is we didn't add the bracket. If you see, if I run, you see 10 50, this is considered as a string. So JavaScript did is just joining this without doing addition. It's just joined as a string, it just considered as a string. Another way of doing the same thing is like I can perform like, instead of plus here, I can add just a comma, then see what's the change happening here. Now I get the 60 here. Okay, because initially we'd written a string, then added a comma, and then I'm doing a calculation here, a plus b. I know you may get a little bit confused by seeing all these things. Don't worry, you can just try out all these operations and all these things, and you can become an expert. But no problem, in the description of this video I will be posting a lot of questions and solutions. So by practicing all those things, you will become an expert in this and you will find this is very easy. I will be creating lots of videos related to this, lots of tutorials and problems, exercises, questions and answers for you. So you can just try out and practice all these things. Then only you will become an expert in JavaScript. Then only React.js will be very easy for you. So you should be firstly an expert in JavaScript, then only you can easily play around with React.js and build beautiful applications. So the base is problem solving, and JavaScript core is very important when you are going to become a good React.js developer. So you just check out the description of video, lots of exercises are coming. I'll be posting those videos and I'll be linking in the description of this video and in the comments. You can just open up those videos and try out and do the activities, do the exercises and keep practicing. So that's all guys in this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Do like, share and subscribe. This is Sriraj Melath signing off.